installed in the tower in 1914.
Jesus.
When they electrified this end of the railroad. Prior to that was all steam engines. They used this board up until the tower closed in 1984. This is like the circuit breakers in your house, except a little more primitive and quite a bit larger.
Oh yeah.
So that's basically what they're doing on the third floor. These levers are like the tip of the iceberg, because the machine itself takes up just about the entire second floor. And we'll go down there later and I'll show you the machine after you do your work up here. There's other exhibits down there as well. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them, because I used to do this as a summer job when I was home from college in the early 70s. And if I breakers, and then you could control, you could open and you could turn the power off on certain sections. So if they were working on the overhead wire and the power was turned off, you know, they certainly wouldn't want you to turn the power back on because it was 11,000 volts. Right. So you use these primitive tags. You put that over the knob, and of course you have to remind you not to turn the power back on, otherwise you'll electrocute somebody. Right. Similar to these things here, this is what they call a blocking device. If they're working on a section of the track, they wouldn't want you switching the trains over there, so the dispatcher would tell you, put the block over the certain lever, and that would remind you not to throw the lever.
Right.
Crude but effective. And when you ran out of these, some guys used empty beer cans, just to remind you not to throw the levers. I used to cover vacations all up and down this line. We had about 15 towers open when I worked in the 70s. Not all of them, there was only a few of these were Armstrong. The rest of them were electric machines, which I thought took all the sport out of it. This was much more manly.
The wire's so like organized.
I'm sorry?
The wire.
Except for the color wires.
Yeah.
It's all the original equipment.
Wow.
Dates back from 1914, and these knobs here, if you can see it. Go back there, you'll see. Go ahead.
All right.
When I turn them, you'll see they're wooden blocks, and then they got metal contacts on it. That's how you turn the power on and off.
I see.
The Westinghouse.
Let me take a look.
Developed.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh wow.
So I'm assuming these new prints are just completely obsolete now. They just haven't.
No, they're in the process of building newer versions, solid state, on the ground, which you're doing here in Norwalk. But still, some of these are still in service. They'll eventually take these off because they're full of.
So the current cActUs still flows through the anchor points.
Oh yes. And unless they built a new substation, they're in the process of building a new substation here. These will come down.
Right. Okay. Excellent.
Because they're full of oil. Sometimes they blow up. It's amazing. It's like the 4th of July when one of those when they overheat and they blow up. Oil goes all over the place and catches fire, and then the railroad comes to a screeching halt.
Oh jeez.
But this was the first railroad that had a big mainline electrification from steam. So this was all brand new technology back then.
Yeah, this thing's been electrified forever.
Up to Stamford from New York in 1907. They extended the catenary to New Haven through here in 1914. So this was like the second phase.
Right.
So now you guys do whatever you have to do. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah. Do you know how often freight comes through here, or if any?
We have hardly any freight. About 3 times a week we have a P&W stone train come down here, goes down to Long Island, and it comes back empty. And then at night, but I think they service it from the other end. CSX brings a local freight up from New York to service. There's like 1 or 2 customers down that end. That's it, no freight.
Oh wow.
Strictly Amtrak and Metro North.
Amtrak and the Mets. Are you allowed to open these windows?
Go ahead.
Is this open farmer?
I'm sorry?
So cool.
Here he comes. So cool.
Oh, you want to get over here? We're guessing
Ooh, nice close up. Oh, sick.
Yeah, he's on,
Interesting, interesting.
Because I think the ones I was looking at online were like maybe about a foot.
Now, if you try to clear the signal while
But I
it's
wouldn't go more than a
unlocked,
foot or so
you
out.
won't be able to get it to go.
No?
Is that one? That's one. I mean,
You cannot defeat the machine.
you're talking like.
Yeah, but that's our motto.
I love the Route 66.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get your kicks on lever
So
67.
it'll be the same. If you get
That's
stuff
great.
coming on that first track, it's gonna be like up close and personal. So.
And then you have to lock it. And then the signal.
Would you like to put in the roof of the Danbury train?
Okay.
All 14
I mean,
levers?
we
Huh?
could get away with
Would you like to
one
put
for
the root in for the Danbury train?
It doesn't much
All
matter.
14 levers?
Oh boy. 14.
why not? Let's do it.
Alright.
I gave Seth.
Here he comes. Acela.
Alright, what's that? I'm gonna go video of the train.
I love that horn.
Oh,
Oh shit, he's on this track. Say hi to him. Dude. You're right, there was some. It's crazy. Oh, that smells good. Smells like mozzarella sticks. Yep.
guess we're going 45 already. Okay. That would have been cool if we were in the tower. They would have raced. He's staying on track 3. You can see the signal down there as well.
Oh, you're fucking not even looking. Whoa. Way down there. See the cars bouncing down there? Look at that.
Metro North has horrible track.
Clearly.